Hello and welcome to Junkers, Boomtown, episode 2 using Cyborg. I'm Andy from Twisted Narrative, and we have this very fine cast of people joining us again. If you haven't seen episode 1, check it out. It's on YouTube and Twitch at the moment. Before we do a quick recap, let us introduce our fine cast. We'll start off left to right, which I think is you, Kyle.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. Name's Kyle. I'm fairly regularly on these. Thank you very much, Andy, for indulging me continually. And tonight, I'm looking forward to looking into who Vesper's going to be.
Indeed, we will do character introductions once again. In a second or two, we'll move across to you, Natascha.
Hi, I'm Natascha. I'm going to play Noxi today.
Very good. And Matt.
Hello, I'm Matt. I am portraying Krash. God help us all.
And last but not least, Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'll be playing Greg.
Absolutely. So, very short but sweet introductions there. Obviously, they are keen to very much get into the mix of it. So, last session, we did delve very deep into the random table generating the next mission. And we perhaps now zoom into your secret base of operations, this abandoned radio station in the stacks, the residential area of Boomtown, this vast metropolis that has exploded very much like a boomtown upon this large alien archive that has recently, over the last 2 decades, drifted into the known universe and hence drawn all of yourselves and many other junkers, corporate entities, and all sorts of scum and villainy from all corners of the cosmos to settle here and to very much exploit as much as they can all of the resources upon this alien entity. Some call a dead alien god, others a technological wonder. So we'll do a little bit of a recap first. The repercussions of your previous mission, followed up by a very unexpected call from a family member, Noxi. You gather together, perhaps in your common sort of meeting room. We described all of your personal rooms last session, but this is a meeting of minds and of personalities. Who out of all you at the moment thinks that they are winning this clash? Who does this common room represent the most? Who's untidy and has let all of their junk roll out?
I think that's Greg. I think Greg's got very much of an ordered storage system. There's boxes of records and CDs and different media.
Yeah.
Little, chips and all sorts of stuff and crystals and all kinds of things that he's playing out on his radio show.
Gonna have to find a bigger boat or radio station soon, by the sounds of it.
Well, he's doing a deep dive into. He's playing some Voivod today, so with some prog thrash.
And how many listeners have you got at the moment today?
I can't remember. We had 80 last week. Was it 80?
Yeah. Do you want to roll some dice to see?
Let's see how many. Who's into Canadian?
I'm going to let you roll 3d6 and multiply it by 10.
3d6 times 10. That's great. Hang about that. So
Oh,
They like it.
yeah.
They like it.
So your analytics come through as they always do, and you're chuffed, I would imagine, with that.
Very pleased. There's a grunting of satisfaction.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you have a number of things to discuss fundamentally. First and foremost, you have acquired this application, this quite complex chip, and you had recently discovered that it has the power to, in effect, crash ships, wreck them quite considerably. Obviously totally illegal. Obviously the corporation that has developed it want it back, and so much so that they tracked it to the Rust Baron that you acquired it from, and they have removed all traces of that Rust Baron and his gang recently, and no doubt they are following the trail of it, getting ever closer to you. So I will start or continue a clock that is ticking down. It is not something that is going to go away. It is something that, if you don't deal with, is going to come back and bite you. But you also realize that you owed credits, you needed some more money, and you began to sort of reach out to see if there were any jobs for you to do, perhaps taking you very much in a different direction away from whoever is chasing you down. And someone did reach back, a family member of Noxi's, and the job seems to be relatively simple. I mean, it seems to be. Noxi, you call up the files that you've got in front of you. You've all got personal applications. Some of you have got cyberdecks, so you can easily either display this on a hollow screen so you can all look at it or together or individually. You begin to look through this. There is a high profile media, a star whose name is Valoria Vane, and she is pretty much at the top of her game, and currently she is stationed on Boomtown. What your family have asked you to do on behalf of the company they work for, so this isn't your family personally, it is for their corporation. They have discovered that someone is going to reach out to Valoria Vane and fundamentally bring them across to their media show, and that individual is someone by the name of Dash Ransom. The corporation that are invested in this do not want this to happen. They've not given you any particular reasons, but fundamentally it could be to do with investments or for other reasons. They want you to persuade her however you can, or perhaps persuade Dash however you can, to ensure this does not happen, that she stays doing the media show that she is currently invested in. The only place that you can trace her down to, that you're going to be able to get any kind of access to her, is a high-end corporate spa in the corporate zone of Boomtown. And this high-end spa goes by the name of Neo Nirvana. And that is your mission, should you choose to accept it. whilst your family are not paying you anything, the corporation that they represent have offered you. Well, how much have they offered you? Can you roll 2d4? And we'll multiply this by 1,000. I think if you do this, there we go. Whoa, how much is that?
5,000.
5,000. This is 5,000 each, of course, which is a considerable amount of credits. They've probably offered your family members more, but they quite obviously are cutting you out of this. So, this is the mission. Should you choose to accept it, you can refuse and do something else instead. So we'll open up the first scene with you all discussing this.
This media show was a rom-com series, right?
It is. Like a lot of things in this age, it's interactive. It's a sort of highly glam romantic drama meets a reality docu-series saturated with augmented reality, glitter filters, synthwave ballads, and corporate subsidized slow-mo.
So first thing that happens is that Noxi will, for about a good 15 minutes, will tell everyone exactly what Valoria's role is in the series and all the links that she has to characters in the series as well as the real life performers and everything.
Yeah. You don't need to give us a roll with this. Your
No.
background of...
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Greg's not terribly interested. So slides off. Sorry.
Slides off his chair.
She's famous then.
So that's why it's really important that Valoria needs to stay with this series and can't lose her, because then the whole series will just, break up.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess. I don't understand the thing with the microchips and the fruit packages that were sent from Old Terra. That still confuses me, but I get it. She's a key character. Fine. Okay. So we have to try and convince her to stay. Okay. Any idea how we do that?
We market rumors, send rumors around, get rumors running around that she's going to leave, start a big interest and big stories.
Maybe that could work.
Car crash the recruiter.
Like motivate the fans.
Yeah, get the fans all excited and
Okay.
groundswell of, oh no, Valeria's going to leave. Rah, rah, rah. But I don't know how to do things like that.
I'm not sure that would stop her though, because the money they're offering her apparently is a lot better, or the circumstances, or we don't even know what they're enticing her with. It might be a trip back to Old Terra, as you said.
Maybe that's what we need to try and find out.
Yeah.
Because if both her and this dashed guy are going to be at this spa, if that's where he's going to try and persuade, if we can find out what he's trying to persuade first, then we can try and undercut or overcut or whatever and sell a better offer. Maybe.
My personal preference would be making sure she never hears of the offer to begin with.
Well, that is an alternative option, I suppose. Okay, so it sounds like we need to be at this spa and get into this spa somehow. Has anyone been there before? It's not really my kind of place.
No. I'm not even allowed in. They're scared of nanomancers.
Right. That gives us a problem to begin with.
It's not Greg's scene.
Okay. It sounds like
It's,
we're a maintenance crew or something, doesn't it?
We're
Not much I can
Yeah.
handle.
Okay.
I think I'd like to find out where Dash Ransom is at the moment, where he's staying. Is he a Boomtown original, or is he, a recent arrival from another colony or planet?
Mm.
Is he here specifically for her, or does he live here? If he's here, maybe just take him off the table.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can do some digging. Yeah,
If we
that
wanted
sounds like a sensible plan.
a possible side accompaniment with rumours, if we can find out what show they're trying to recruit, we could start a rumour of their bankruptcy imminency or anything else that would detract.
Okay. So then, shall we try and work out where Dash is first, as in where he's from, where he currently is? Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
very much
Yeah.
like your area of expertise.
It does. I pull out cyberdeck and I get to work.
Okay, you start having your fingers dance across the keys, or perhaps you just slot in and sort of call it up with your mind. What kind of cyber deck do you have? Is it full on old style, or is it much more futuristic and neuromancer-esque?
It's it's a futuristic keytar is sort of where it's coming from. I think it's like it sort of lives in this satchel at my side. Pull it onto lap, and it's like old mechanical keyboard, but with bits and pieces that I've attached to and various slots and chunks and bits and pieces, and I can disconnect it and break it into two separate pieces, so I can be a bit more subtle with it. But yeah, usually it just sort of it's hunkering down somewhere, and it's on my lap tapping away, and then with a HUD display, shades or something. I think
Yeah,
is the vibe.
perfect.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah, the first part is pretty straightforward. He is actually a celebrity himself. He's not just like a ghost that has appeared out of nowhere. And Dash Ransom show is called Love.x. Love is a code until it crashes. It's a snarky, fast-paced rom-com sitcom, and it meets a sort of dating sim application or adaptation. There's lots of banter, hoverbike stunts, and some rather unexpected poignant moments between explosions. He's got a signature episode called Patch Me In, Babe, where Dash goes undercover at a rogue matchmaking algorithm startup, only to fall for the test subject with the worst compatibility rating in Boomtown. It has all sorts of criticisms of Call about it being faked and not real. But you seem to find out that he did carry on dating that individual for 30 minutes after the show stopped filming. The show has improvised episodes and based on real direct messages from fans, obviously not edited at all. It's heavily edited. It always ends with a quote such as, "You can't firewall the feels." But Dash's show has always come in second place to Valoria Vane's ratings. Her primary show is Hearts on Hold, and it seems to be fairly easy to understand that there's a degree of rivalry between the two shows. It's difficult for you to read between the lines whether this rivalry is real or whether it's manufactured to kind of raise both vehicles, as it were, really. Of course, you can sort of delve deeper into your info grab should you wish. This is information that is redacted, obscured, perhaps on the dark web itself. So I do need a role for this, and this, I think, knowledge we're using for this.
Yep. And I'm a 9 for knowledge, which is a +0, I believe, as a modifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just a straight D20.
And as with Mortborg, we're looking for 12s basically as a standard sort of success. That
Excellent.
is
that is not a 12. Can I,
Glitch?
just because I feel like this could be a useful starting gambit, can I use, we get our glitches back at the start of every session, is that what we said?
I'm going to say yes. That's how we'll play it. I think it's the start of every day. You basically roll,
Okay.
but this is a new day. There's been days that have passed, so I'm going to start. It's not like we have ended on a cliffhanger. You're in the middle of a firefight, so you won't have your glitches back. I'm going to say all of you get all of your glitches back for the start of this session. It makes sense.
Then I will spend one if I can to re-roll.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go again. Oh, for pity's sake.
Well, it's a failure, but failures can always have repercussions. You begin to find a bit of a rabbit hole going down. So I'm going to give you a devil's advocate. You can follow this rabbit hole if you want, delve deep. But once again, it might expose your investigations. In fact, no, I'm going to say something else. You find a user on the internet who's really happy to chat about Dash Ransom, but they are a super fan, and they begin to chat you up as well, being obviously a romantic comedy fan. For you to get more information out of them, they want to meet up with you in real life for a drink.
God, okay.
But they seem to be a font of information.
I relay this and just sort of look at the rest of the group. Do I have to go for a drink with this person?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not all that familiar with fans of Dash. I mean, it's not really my kind of show, but usually fans are amazing people, very outgoing.
Cool. Okay.
Very friendly. Very, very, very friendly.
Okay. Fine. I agree to meet this person for a drink.
Perfect. I love it.
You'll have a lovely time
the entire time. You guys are on call.
We'll be near. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. because you don't always just need rescuing from explosions. Sometimes social interaction is the thing that I need rescuing from. Please, thank you.
I might happily go.
The
to
lines
a
blur
with
between
you.
Krash and Beamsy.
Yes, we do have lines and veils and safety. If this is,
No, I think fictional social interaction. I'll give it a go. Let's see how it goes.
okay. So you get some feels from this. Her name is Skyra Jet, and she prefixes the name with Dash's #1 fan. She sort of writes, I know everything about him, his blood type, his favourite synth pop band. And now I beginning to feel like I know you as well, Krash. I can send you some fan fiction I've written. You can read it. Maybe we could, read it together. You could play the part of Dash, and I could do my bits.
Sure. Let's just focus on a drink first, and then we'll maybe that can be day number 2, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Where do you
Great.
live? Do you want me to come and pick you up?
Where's your favorite drinking spot? I'll meet you there.
She gives you the name of a dive bar. It's within the stacks, but the stacks is pretty much like Mega City 1. There's just these massive blocks. The good news is it's not anywhere near where you are at the moment anyway.
Cool.
So, did you want to move the story forward to there, or is there other prep you want to do before we can open up this scene here?
One, just thinking, just in case, I think I've got all of the apps for Cyberdecks, but you've also got a Cyberdeck, haven't you, Noxi? Did you want to?
I also have 2 apps.
You've got 2 apps already. Okay.
I got Knock, and I got one that erases the last 10 minutes of any surveillance video, or copies it.
Okay. Have you got any space left?
I got 1 slot left. I have space for 3 apps.
Okay.
So I can't take the big one because I think that's 3 slots.
I've got 3, and so just some support from the DM or the GM here, please, Andy. I've got, I believe, DVG Sling and Defensder are my other 2, and I believe they're both single slots, whereas Get Wrecked, which is the ship crashing one, is the 3 slot one.
Yeah, that's right.
So Noxi, do you want to be able to take control of gun turrets for 6 rounds? Or for D6 rounds?
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Okay. I will pass over Defensder to you, just so that you've got that one. And I'll share the brief description I've got of it in our chat, Natascha, so you can put that onto your sheet.
I'm already typing. Take control of gun turrets for 10 minutes. Sounds good.
Yeah. Take control of a turret or similar for D6 rounds.
Very cool.
But yes, so like we may have prep time before we do any actual infiltration, but I just figured we'll do that before.
No.
Before things go messy. God, before we try the romance. Okay. But there's nothing else I think I need to do prep wise, so
very good.
Over to you guys.
What about Vesper? Is there anything that you want to lean into? I'm going to go through all of you, of course.
No, I assume I'll be driving, but beyond that, I want to be as far away from social as possible.
Okay. Noxi, anything you would like to do?
Yeah, pick out a different pair of sneakers, of course, because it's a new day.
Yeah, very nice. What are these sneakers like?
These one I have bright neo orange and neo pink and neo yellow stripes all over them.
Okay, very nice.
And each set of lace is like a different color as well. Brown.
Okay. And last but not least, Greg.
Greg's keeping an eye on the situation. Not really quite. Don't really get all these who these people are, and these. Yeah, it's just hey,
yeah.
bit all that TV kind of media stuff is a bit away from him, so he's keeping guard, watching the situation, watching for any trouble.
Perfect.
Probably
okay.
not having a cheeseburger, grass burger somewhere.
Grass burger. Yeah, are you vegan, vegetarian?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Not vegan, because milk, but
okay. Very nice. So, with all of that, and I mean, you wouldn't be doing this, Krash, if you didn't think that this was a solid lead. You potentially could walk away with some really good information here, if you can. You make your way. I'm assuming you're driving Vesper through the stacks, basically, to this dive bar called Neurotoxin Nancy's. It's fundamentally sort of neon, obviously sign flashing on and off, obviously some of the letters not fully illuminated, and it's a half submerged low gravity dive bar stitched into the undergut of Boom Town's sort of derelict stacks area. So the flickering neon sign buzzes like dying insects. You go down the stairs, which are this sort of bare metal graffiti covering all of the walls. It's dark down here, but there are neon lights around, so there's these small halos, oases of bright blues and pinks. There is a bar to one side, to which there's a busted droid that is mixing drinks. No sign of any flesh on it. This isn't an android, it's a full on automaton. And you have been told, Krash, where to meet, insisted to meet in booth 8.5. It's sort of sandwiched between, unsurprisingly, booth 8 and 9. A very tight booth, almost as if they've crammed it in here just to try and get as many seats. You can't sit opposite, you have to sit next to. There is only one seat and the table here. It's a shadowed, as I say, half booth under a non-functioning UV lamp. The seats are cushions, or the seat cushions are sort of stitched together from repurposed body armor. Some of it still slashed. You sort of look down. You look down this bar, and there are other people around. They're paying you no attention. The barkeeper is there, sort of mixing a drink. You see that it doesn't realise its own strength, and one of the glasses it's holding, it just crushes. It just goes, picks up another one, starts mixing it again. There's probably some glass in that one. Classy.
Hmm.
How do you all wish to react to this place?
I feel uncomfortable. Just because it's a blind date that I hadn't anticipated, and I'm not entirely sure I want. And I'm also nervous about needing to try and get information out of this person. So feeling a little bit conflicted about, this is all a misleading thing anyway. But it's probably not the worst drinking establishment I've ever been in. So I would kind of just sort of try and take it in stride and glance over at the booth to see if Skyra is already there, and if not, we'll head over to the bar, get a drink.
Skyra is already there.
Okay. Can I see, is there drinks waiting or not?
Well predicted. It seems that she's brought a drink. Either she's got very thirsty and brought 2 drinks, but there is a glowing red shot glass that's fizzing with nanite foam, and it seems to be shaped like a heart, but it's pulsating. Boom, 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 boom.
Good. Then I don't think I can avoid it any longer. I will go over and introduce myself and sit down. Or ask if I can sit down.
Okay, very good. It's Dave's, I think. Dave's camera has gone. Everybody has moved. Okay, and Dave's camera is back. Everybody's moved back again. So as you approach, you basically see, as you kind of come in, she's got platinum blonde bob. You probably think this is a wig, maybe because it's not on properly and it's just a little bit skew with. You can't see what's beneath this. She's wearing a glitched pink hollow hoodie, and you can see that it's made of smart plastic, basically, a little bit like Blade Runner-esque, but because it's smart plastic, the reason why it's hollow is that there are images of Dash's face that seem to just kind of appear and disappear as part of the patterning of the design. Seems to be looping endlessly. She turns and she smiles at you. She's quite heavily made up, bright red lipstick, not fully applied properly, a little bit smeared off to one side, heavy eyeliner, her eyes sort of, so you must be Krash then. Do you think it's funny that Krash sounds like Dash?
Just a fortunate coincidence, I think.
I think it's amazing. I've got you a drink. It's called,
thank you very much.
The cocktail. It's called Crush and Burn.
Good.
I hope you like it.
I'll give it a go. Let's find out.
And then she just taps the seat by the side of her.
I sit down.
Yeah, she sits uncomfortably close to you.
Good.
Whilst this is happening, Vesper, Noxi, and Greg, how do you position yourselves? We'll start off with Greg, and then we'll move right to left this time.
Well, if Vesper's driving,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably hanging out with Vesper, I think, and keeping an eye on things. Can we hear this conversation at all? Are we listening in?
I mean, you don't ask me such things. Are you listening in? Do you get?
Are we listening? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're listening. Yes, of course we're listening in.
Absolutely.
Can we provide helpful hints?
I mean, absolutely. You can certainly try.
In conversation, I mean, have we got like? Well, I'm sure that if we're listening in on this conversation, then we can offer words of advice and help in conversation.
If
socially awkward people
full on want to sort of Roxanne or Cyrano de Bergerac, this I'm all for it. Absolutely. So, are you okay with that, Krash, having comms?
Yeah, I think it would be very much because I've got like head gear and kind of some dermal, subdermal stuff. It would be easy enough to plug in. And dear Lord, I would relish the help and support. Yes.
Okay.
But what you're getting is actually running commentary on everything we hear.
Yes. So it's yeah, I was hoping for support. What I'm getting is additional stress from external sources, but that's part of the fun.
Help.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, Greg, you position yourselves. You can sit at the bar kind of opposite their booth if you want. That means that you're very close. This is a dive bar. It's all very close. Are the three of you going to sit together, or are you splitting up somewhat to cover all bases?
I think by the sounds of it, I'm staying in the car ready for a very quick extraction.
I mean, that is your narrative, should you wish.
Well, okay, I'll go in and sit, or stand or hang around at a place where I can see the booth and the door.
Perfect. Standard security. I like that.
Yeah, Noxi will sit down at a booth out of line of sight of booth 8.5 and get her cyber deck out ready to search for any information that Krash might need in his conversation.
Perfect. I mean, this is a standard sort of Junkers slash Shadowrun cyberpunk meetup. This is, as you have all of you agents and operatives in place, ready for anything that can happen. Okay, so it doesn't take any rolls to see that she's absolutely besotted with Dash, but to an obsessive level. But she potentially is now reflecting that upon you, Krash.
Okay.
What I don't want to. I'm not. Well, I'm absolutely here for very uncomfortable role-playing moments. It's what I live for. But to cut to the chase and save the embarrassment, give me a presence check. I think presence is the closest thing that we have to sort of charisma, is it not?
Yes, I believe.
This is to see how this conversation is going and how you move the story forward.
Cool. I've got my presence is 15. I'm just trying to find what's the modifier for that. I think it's a 2.
Yeah, I'm going to say +2 for a 15.
Cool. Okay.
So you're quite good with people, aren't you?
Yes, bafflingly. I think it's a defensive skill that I've got to be able to talk my way out of social scenarios as quickly as possible. Anyway, right, roll. That's a 9.
Now,
so not very well is how I'm handling it.
How many glitches do you have?
2.
Okay, so with a 9, DC's 12, you can lower it to an 8 with the -4 if you wanted to get the very best out of this. I'm happy to give you another's devil's bargain as you spiral out of control in this situation. It's not so much you've failed, it's more that it's going to take a little more to get the information out of her.
I think I'll burn the glitch,
Okay.
and then I'll have none left to use this session, and it'll be absolutely fine.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think
This
that
is
feels
D2 glitches at the start, by the way. It's D2 glitches you begin with. So.
It varies depending on the class, basically.
Oh, right. So.
Yeah, I have 2 total.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've used mine. Yeah, so I pull that down to an 8, so this is a success.
Perfect. So you gather some information here, which is very good. Primarily that she's basically a self-declared fan influencer, but she's actually a delusional stalker. She's obsessive and relatively unnerving. She switches from sugary sweet to threatening in an instant, always smiling a little too wide. But she has a restraining order against Dash. She has delved and knows all the information about him. And more importantly, with that success, she reveals to you that she is working as a member of cleaning staff for Neo Nirvana at the moment, where he is reportedly going to be staying very, very soon.
Okay.
That's good. That's the way in. Be nice to her. Be very nice.
I surreptitiously glare across the bar to Greg and roll my eyes slightly. Okay.
And one final bit of information. She says, I've got exclusive footage of Dash. You won't believe what it shows.
What does it show?
You would need to see it. Do you want to come back to my place?
You must go back to her place. You must.
I feel like these things could be accessed remotely without the need of more scariness to occur.
You'll be fine. Honest. We'll look after you.
I can try and hack her cybernetic if you want me to.
Out loud and over comms, I will say, that sounds like an interesting proposition.
Yes.
Aiming mainly for Noxi.
Skyra smiles and says, and maybe we could do that thing with the fan fiction. Act it out. I've got one of these, and she reaches into her bag and gives you. It's fundamentally looks like a balaclava, but again, it's of this smart hollow plastic. If you put this on, you'll look like him as well.
Oh man, what have you guys got me into?
Please do it.
I take the balaclava.
Yeah.
And sort of put it on the table, and then raise glasses, chink glasses. And what I'm trying to do is distract her, and I can pocket this because it might be useful later.
She's
Not at hers, but later.
It's advanced storytelling. Obviously, I'm giving you something that could be useful, but I'm doing it in my own twisted way.
Yeah.
In
Cool.
other words, I'm giving you something, but there's a reason behind it, a story reason. That's pro GM
Christ.
level of stuff.
Don't just give it him, make him pay.
I feel like I'm already paying, frankly.
We could get so much worse.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to make a roll for pocketing. She wants you to have it. She thinks you're
Cool.
coming back to her place, so
Great.
there's no roll needed. Noxi, I think you're about to say something.
Yeah, so Noxi is like the Bluetooth thingy, checking for the right thing to hack into.
Okay.
Which you see both the mask, because I think it's it will have some software on it that reflects Dash, and basically she's looking for the footage of Dash that she supposedly has.
All of this classic sort of things. If you are trying to hack, though, it's going to be you've got the ability to do that because you too have a cyber deck. But you're going to have to give me a knowledge base check. None of this is particularly heavily protected, so it's your standard 12.
Password is Dash is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically she wants to make 2 hacks.
Mm-hmm.
One for the cyber deck to find the footage, and the other one for the mask to change the software to make it look like Declan's arch enemy.
Make it look like who? Sorry.
Or a Dash's arch enemy. Sorry.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, the cyber deck one is no.
Okay.
I don't have modifiers on my D20 for knowledge.
Okay, so you try to hack in, but unfortunately you can't break through.
Yeah, so basically Krash here's did manage. You will have to go with her to see it there yourself. I'm sorry.
Cool.
And yeah, the mask is a fail as well.
Okay. It's okay, these things happen. Your better rolls come in.
I have a glitch. I can glitch this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
Successful.
Right.
So
you're glitching the one that means that I still have to go back. Is that right?
Yes.
Good.
And when
Good.
you put on the balaclava, you won't look like Dash at least. So I'm helping you here.
Yes. I will only anger the person. Great.
Because they seem so stable so far.
It's going great. It's going great. Okay. So, kind of acknowledging all of this, I'm keeping up the facade of having a lovely dream, and endeavouring to reciprocate the flirtation to an extent.
yeah, I mean, the good news is it's not hard to do. You very much you're a people person, and everything, all of your alarm bells are going off. Okay, so unless there's anything else you want to get out of this scene, we will move back to Skylar's apartment. So you have to Skyra. She doesn't have transportation, so you're going to have to take the public transportation. It's in this derelict area and not very far, so you get on one of these sort of almost like tube trains, but it's It's not an underground, it's over sort of sky rail type thing. So it's high above and you're looking down at the derelict streets below and the skyways, and in the distance you can see the corporate district, these high-rise gleaming towers. How are the rest of you going to sort of follow?
Pile in with Vesper again, I think.
Yeah, piling with Vesper.
You do have comms, and I'm going to say that you've got a tracker. So it's going to be relatively easy to know where Krash is, but it's not necessarily going to be you're going to be able to get there either before him or round about a convenient time for him, unless you do a sort of driving roll, really, Vesper. So this is, of course, if you do want to run lights and race through the streets of the stack to ensure that you are there to give adequate backup should Krash need it. I mean, obviously, if you don't, then you don't need to make a roll.
Yeah, I don't really want to leave anyone to that fate. Let's see what was driving under. Was it? Did we say it was agility or was it a mechanical knowledge thing?
I think because you have got machine empathy, being a gearhead, it's the I think it's the better of your skills. What's your knowledge compared to your
Which is the better +3 versus agility being +1.
Yeah. See, engineer fundamentally for a gearhead, you roll 3d6 + 2 for knowledge, and you prefer machines. So yeah, it basically says you test knowledge DR10 when you try to repair a vehicle, piece of tech, or to pilot a vehicle. So your DC is not 12, it's 10 on this as well, as you are heavily skilled in this.
Let's give it a go. Oh, yes, easily.
Yeah. Okay. So, just calling up the information on this. So, Skyra's apartment, location, Cradle View Stack, Sector 5, Boomtown. The apartment is wedged into the 39th floor of a leaning tower, a leaning stack of apartments. The hallway buzzes with neon signage that hasn't worked in years and graffiti. It smells like ozone, rust and heartbreak as you move through the lifts, some of which aren't working, so you have to take the stairs. You get to her door and you can see both the door and the apartment as she opens it is scarred from at least 3 previous break-ins. It looks like the door has been kicked in numerous times.
Probably people trying to escape.
I like that. Yeah, maybe
Door kicked out.
Yeah, maybe you are not particularly wrong with that. Very good. We're world building here. Both Vesper, Noxi and Greg, you have to potentially leave the vehicle to go up following the tracking device that you have on Krash. The door is kind of thrown open and you can see that the interior is concrete that has been peeled back to expose wire vanes and coolant tubes, neon paint smears, sort of smears, abstract shapes, maybe faces, maybe Dash's face, but I mean, you're not particularly an art critic. This has either been painted with passion or anger, or a bit of both, maybe. The lighting is low and moody. There are lots and lots of printouts, and the printouts here are, you know, those old docked matrix kind of printouts. It's large sort of stacks of that kind of paper that is all connected together, and as you cast your eyes over it, it's large amounts of fan fiction that have been read, these small typed lines. The place is chaotic. You basically see there's a large sort of central living space, a kitchenette to one side. There's windows of stained, cracked plexiglass, giving a view of Boomtown's corpse skyline. There is what appears to be a telescope as well that is stacked up against one wall. There is framed news feed, which seems to revolve around her, seems to be revolving around her, her being taken to court for stalking Dash, and her being given a restraining order, which is also framed on the wall. You can see the door is opened, and there is one of those heart-shaped beds that looks heavily stained, and on there is a bear, reminiscent of Dash, mainly because it has one of those balaclavas on his head. There is another door that is closed, firmly closed. You're not quite sure where that leads to.
Okay.
She smiles. She closes the door. She bolts the door. It's not the best neighbourhood. It's for our safety. Plus, we don't want to be disturbed.
Don't panic.
Sure.
Make yourself at home. I'm just going to get into something more comfortable. And she heads off into the bedroom.
Okay. Does the bedroom door open inwards to the bedroom door or outwards into the rest of the apartment?
I'll let you have narrative control here. You tell me how you would like it to open.
I would like it to open outwards into the rest of the apartment.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Where is cyberdeck and general kit?
There's definitely a computer here in the living room. It's got one of these big heavy printers. It's very, very old school and industrial, where all of this dot matrix printout is being regurgitated from. It doesn't look particularly high end though. It's more of an equivalent of a word processor than a full-on computer. You might be able to do something with it though.
Okay, so with my knowledge of this sort of stuff, it's probably not where video would be found.
You don't think so? You think this is more a heavily used device used for creative endeavors.
Yeah.
Some music begins to play in the apartment.
Is it Voivod?
Yes, I think so.
Good. She's one of my fans.
Not helping, Greg. Not helping.
So
Sorry.
whilst you are there, I think it's fair to cut back to our other players, which I hope they're enjoying the Krash show at the moment. But
Very much so.
it is
Very, really enjoying that. Yeah.
Greg. Sorry, Greg.
On tape.
You go first.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Wouldn't it be awful if I can't remember her name, Skyra Jet? Wouldn't it be awful if Skyra Jet were to find out that Dash was defecting to I've got all these names, Valoria Vane show? Wouldn't that be awful? And that Valoria Vane was there to poach Dash, and if she got hold of the wrong end of it, wouldn't that be awful?
And here I
Yeah,
thought
there's
you
all sorts of things he will do to him.
Steal the mask off the teddy bear.
The teddy bear's in the bedroom, and she's currently in the bedroom getting comfortable.
Be brave.
No!
Take one for the team. For the herd.
Somehow that makes it worse, Greg.
Do you think we could start this as sort of a segment on the radio show?
Crash's days.
Will it crash and burn?
Yes. Let's cut back to the other guys.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple of there you go. There are a couple of thoughts for just things that.
It's all solid thoughts. This is not a linear scenario. There are you're creating a world building along with me here. Noxi, what are you doing at the moment? You're obviously got comms. Have you made it up to the outside of the apartment now, etc., etc.? What are you up to?
Yeah, she will be completely focused on navigating our way to the correct apartment. Since, the thing about trackers is they usually give you a distance in a direction.
Yeah.
But buildings usually not always have hallways that go in that direction. So we have to navigate, 3 dimensions based on one direction going, I don't know, slightly upwards, slightly downwards or whatever. So basically, as she's walking down the hallways and taking elevators, she's just looking at her hand device that sort of like shows her where to go, with floor she's on, and the distance to Krash, basically. Trying to make sense of navigating us there.
Cool. You can easily do this without a roll. You have the technology and you have the ability to do this. So yeah, you find your way up. I mean, this is a terrible set stack, basically. You're not entirely certain that many of these apartments are actually rented. A lot of the doors are actually open. It's obviously used as drug dens and as not safe houses, but places to disappear. You go past gang tags on the walls and the like, but you can easily locate the apartment that Krash is currently in. Vesper, what about yourself?
I'm wondering, can we put something together to scare him off? His stalker's coming back, potentially violent, if we can get something like that. Do you think you can get a violent Krash? Unstable. Send a nice video warning her she's got in, she's violating a restraining order, she's going to go to this place. I don't know how well editing I am. Not exactly mechanics.
I mean, I could try. I have some thoughts on
Just a suggestion while we're going around.
If you get a violent now and you know, I above table, you know, I was just thinking that you know, if you can use her as more of a pawn in future for gaining access, if she's got access to Neo Nirvana as a cleaner, or as a cleaner.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she works there as a cleaner. I mean, that's one of the things I will be doing while she's when we come back to me. I will endeavor to search the apartment while she's in the midst of preparing.
And if we keep it more favourable, the
And-
video
and-
might be blackmail.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you have this quick conversation. You know that Noxi, at least, if not the rest, are now close by. You have a few moments while
So-
music is playing and to do whatever you want to do. Krash. I mean, you could open the door if you wanted to.
What I'd like to do first,
Mhm.
I would like to, if possible, I would like to wedge a chair under the door handle to stop the door opening.
Okay.
Just for the time being. Just like subtly, as soon as she goes through. And then I would like to do a quick, as quick but as thorough as I can in the time that I've got, which I realize is going to be hugely. And I'd like to try and, if I can find like an ID pass or some sort of work badge for Neo Nirvana.
Perfect.
And also, if there's anything that might feasibly be storage, like a data disk or some sort of chip, or that might have this incriminating evidence on it. So, if there's a possibility of me basically searching that, and then, the blocking the door is to protect
Okay.
my chastity as much as give me some time.
So you can put the chair against the door. This is going to stop her coming straight through. Perfect. A quick peruse of this, you can see that there are some basically a uniform. It's actually one of the things that stands out here. It's not garish, it's plain white. This is quite obviously, and you kind of look at it and it's got a little logo on. It's all very high-end corporate, and this must be her cleaning uniform. And sort of hanging up with that is a lanyard with a pass.
Cool.
This is you would know this being the thing. This is a security pass. It will get you access to various areas quite easily.
Cool. Okay. So then, what I would like to, having sort of found that, what I'd like to do is pocket the pass.
Mhm.
And because I have a retinal comm device, if you will allow, this will allow me, I figure this allows me to take pictures using my eyes
Yeah,
or similar,
absolutely.
and basically just snap some pictures of the uniform so that if we wanted to kit ourselves out in something similar, we've got a reference photo, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect.
Cool. And
That
I'll kind of,
takes no time at all to discover that.
great.
Um,
And then I guess if I'm allowed a more thorough sort of poking, searching for something that might hold the incriminating data that we're looking for.
okay.
I feel like if there's some sort of terrifying Dash bobblehead or something like that, it's going to be kept in there, or anything that looks like Shrine City, I'd probably go there.
Okay, so I mean it's a little odd, this room, but it's the level of odd that you perhaps was expecting. It's not completely off the rails. There's nothing here that you can see that is of any use, and there's just that closed door, just that closed door.
Over
Lock
comms,
the
may I
door.
suggest you drop?
Sorry, go on.
Suggest you take the bolt off of the door before she comes back, in case you want to make an exit.
That's a very good plan. Yeah, I quietly unbolt the front door,
Okay, yeah.
but then I go and investigate the closed door if I've still got time to, please.
Okay. You try the handle and it's not locked. I mean, no one really locks an interior door. And you push it open and the room beyond is pitch black, but there's a sensor. And as you open the door, the light sparks and suddenly the entire room is bathed in red. There isn't a single space on the wall that does not have some kind of picture of Dash. They're all there in different places. Some of them have pictures of other people, but with Dash's face stuck to them. Those people are in various states of undress, of course. And then at the far end of the room, not that it's particularly big, this is like a large walk-in wardrobe storage closet sort of size room, is what could only be described as a shrine. As the power connects to this room and the light switches on, a hollow scream flares up and there is sort of a loop of his greatest scenes sort of edited. In fact, much of the editing has been done so that his lines, his speech, are created as if he's speaking to you. Greetings, my love. How are you today? It's stilted, poorly edited, but it is there. You also see on the shrine all sorts of bits of trash that she must have fished out of bins, half-eaten food now rotted and the like. It doesn't smell very pleasant in here at all. But you do notice that there is a small shining disc. This is what is used to store data upon. You would have a player. This surely must be the recording she was talking about.
Okay. So I will, just for so that people will believe, I snap a few pictures of the room just to record it, and I will say over the comms, okay, I've got a pass, I've got a uniform, I think I've got the data of the incriminating evidence. I don't think there's any more we can do here. I think I make an exit.
You can all respond to that communication.
She might be upset.
She might be upset, but I don't want to see her upset. I think I want to see her upset slightly more than I want to see her impassioned.
What about the plan to have her believe that Dash is going over to a different program?
It's can we use her? If you upset her now, I would say, yeah, that's it. If you upset her now, we can't use her.
All I'm thinking is, if I've got the incriminating evidence that's Dash doing something that he would not like people to see, we can blackmail him with that if it comes down to it. And we've also got a way to get into the spa.
Can you copy the evidence? What's the evidence on? What format is it in? I missed that. Sorry.
It's on a storage disk.
Yeah.
Copy it. Can you copy it?
I can.
I'd say grab it and go.
Then she doesn't know.
That you did.
Is it?
Don't take the disk. Just take the information on it.
Is there a way I can copy from this disk, or with my cybernetic?
You're going to have to make a roll for it.
Let me see how that works.
If you had the high-end gear, you could probably easily do it without a roll, but you are sort of making it up as you go along here. Give me a roll. Now, you will be able to do this regardless of the roll that you make. The greater your success, the less time it's going to take.
Sure. Okay. Right now. So, knowledge for cybernetic and stuff. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
Oh, thank God.
So,
Precisely.
rather than 4 hours, it's only going to take 30 minutes. That's quite generous, isn't it? No, you put it in, but you can see that it is recording and your cyberdeck is beginning to do this. I want to have a complications roll, though, because I think this is the perfect. I think, Vesper, roll me a d6. Only if you get a 1, there's a complication because you succeeded on your roll here. Is that a 5 or is it a 1?
5.
Okay.
It's a 5.
So you manage just to record whatever's on the disk in time. It's obviously got a lot of data on it. It does take a little while. And as you are leaving this shrine to dash ransom, and pull the door sort of closed, you can hear now, coming, ready or not.
Don't look.
The door is currently blocked with the chair. The door to the outside is unbolted. It is your choice, sir, what you wish to do.
I know what I would do in that situation.
Run away! Window or door, sir? Can I just? Can she get us a job in there? Could she get?
Well, I've stolen her pass, so that we can copy her pass and then we can hack our way in.
You can hack your way in and create job openings. And...
Exactly. Yeah. And
okay.
so I can give. Yeah. My thought was take the pass. We can copy that and use that to create fake IDs for all 4 of us, so that we can go in as cleaning. That was my logic.
The handle begins to rattle.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to chicken out. I go up to the door and go, the door seems to be stuck. Let me see if I can get something to help.
Just leave.
And I run away.
Perfect. Okay.
Pocketing all of the things and anticipating the exasperated and disappointed look on Noxi's face.
So,
why did you use the balaclava? Oh, you still have it?
I still have it. Yeah, I've got the balaclava, and I've got her ID pass, her access pass for the spa, reference photos of the uniform, and everything that was on that disc I copied.
Good, because we can use the.
Sorry.
We can use the balaclava to basically impersonate anyone that we have a scan or image of.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we will hard smash to Vesper driving back to your safe house. All of you in the van, Scooby-Doo-esque or A-Team-esque, deciding on your next move. Now that was I personally think very successful. It could have gone so many different ways, but you've got useful information. Okay.
And not only that, Greg enjoyed that very much. Well, he thinks Krash did very well in difficult circumstances. And it was also very funny.
Krash is quietly traumatized by the entire
You get
scenario.
big thumping hoofy pats on the back from
Great.
from Greg. It was good, and he's sort of chortling away, probably in the back, you know.
So Krash is traumatized and has now a slipped spine. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And obviously, at some point, once I'm safe, I will investigate the data that we acquired and establish exactly what evidence or what we've got on that disk.
Yeah. It's probably better to do it back in your safe house, but I mean, if you wanted to try and do it on the move, you could do. And I'm assuming you want to go back to your safe house first and foremost. Is that right?
Yeah. If we can get her sacked. When you create false identity, if you can get into the systems and sack, like have her fired kind of thing, so she's not unseen and hasn't got access to cause trouble for us when we go in.
I think we just need to drop the restraining order from the court in the company's database.
But will that get the access pass disabled?
It doesn't. As long as we've built ours first, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's just to make sure that C doesn't interfere with what we're going to do in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to coming back to us for revenge or highlight.
Or get the cops after us for having the same restrictions on our ID as C has. That's not going to work out.
Yeah. Okay.
She is proud of her restraining order, though.
Mm-hmm.
So if we kind of, don't know if we removed it.
But if we removed it, she wouldn't have a restraining order, so there'd be nothing stopping her from going and hugging the scary guy.
I still think she might be useful if we can get her to manipulate her. God, I don't feel like a good person.
You're not supposed to be good people.
No, if we can manipulate her into doing something that helps us or causes some bother or stops, to try and influence Valeria from going over to Dash.
But let's have a look at that footage first. She was very enthusiastic about it, so.
Yeah, my instinct is that hopefully we can go. It's something that he wouldn't want out in the public domain, so we can use that to warn him off. It's the hope.
Okay. So, the first part of the footage is. Excuse me.
Is this a bit where the screen kind of wipes black? Just goes dark for a bit and then it comes back and it has just our faces.
No, I mean, yeah, as you sort of gathered around again and you've sort of rigged this up to your hollow rig, so you're all looking at it. And the first image is, of course, Skyra looking into the camera, going, "You've been a very naughty, naughty boy, but I like it." And for one moment you think, Krash, she's talking about you, but of course she's talking about Dash. And then the details begin to blare. Firstly, the core sync affair. You go through all of this, and Dash once seems to have taken an under the table NeuroSync endorsement deal with Core Sync Biocoms, a banned corporation responsible for implant-induced hallucinations and neural addiction in test subjects, including minors. And I don't mean those that descend down in the archive. The evidence that she seems to have gathered, because she is a stalker and she delved deep, is a decrypted info video showing Dash running a private performance enhancement session, his Core Sync logo visible, and a user collapsing caught on the feed. Not only is this illegal, it could get Dash blacklisted across the entire Corp Zone entertainment grid and flagged up by basically the Second Inquisition for tampering with neural consent. Of course, she says, "My darling, of course I will keep this safe and no one will ever know how naughty you have been." The second is Valoria's rewrite. It seems that Dash secretly paid an AI ghostwriter to rewrite Valoria Vane's original monologues in Lust Protocols Season 3 to make his own lines land better without her knowing. The evidence is an intercepted message thread between Dash and the rogue AI, plus side-by-side script comparisons with timestamps. You feel that if Valoria ever finds out this information, she'll do much more than just unfollow him. She'll have him roasted across all 8 of her live feeds, and the fans, it would be an instant cancel storm. The final footage is the Heart Room footage. Seems that Dash once lured a rival actor to a luxury AI club called the Heart Room, and then had a hacked sensopod feed publicly dumped. Had a hacked sensopod feed publicly dump a manipulated sex scandal edit during the rival's debut film premiere. The evidence is original and unedited pod data and a transactional record linking Dash's burner cred stick to the club's override AI. All of this very juicy information about Dash Ransom and what a nasty piece of work he really is. You get the impression that she has taken all of this information off the grid as the curator of it so that it doesn't hurt her beloved.
So basically, all we need to do to foil this stealing of Valoria scheme is send this to Valoria so she know her negotiating partner is very untrustworthy.
Yeah.
The second one's the safest to use. It's not going to be.
We've got three options, I think. Yeah. And it's 2 of them we can blackmail him directly to leave her alone, but it feels like sending Valoria the evidence that he's not one to be listened to. That feels like the hands-off one.
Especially, the third scenario is he's now meeting with her in a spa. So he's probably looking to replicate the third disc, but now with her.
And
how do we make money out of this?
Well, we've been
Well,
hired.
we're already getting 5,000 each for this.
Yeah. Chicken fee. How do we get Dash to give us money, we can. The blackmail angle is nice, isn't it? You know, we can get him, but that doesn't really infect. It doesn't. Well, we can blackmail him to back off. Yeah, you're right. But we also want some. I think we need some cash out of that.
I think if we utilise the second and have Valoria away, we have this leverage for later, should we ever need it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
And
nice.
we don't actually have to go to the spa. If we send this second bit of evidence back to the corporation, they can present it as their own PIs found it. They get more credit, maybe a bit of a bonus for us. And she'll know we were, as far as anyone knows, we were never involved.
I don't hate that as an idea.
I like layers. I like layers of. You know, that's nice. Fallback,
Yeah.
but it's not fallback positions. It's just layers of leverage, isn't it?
Yeah, I
I
think.
still want to use her for some. I don't know why. I must be a bad person.
I feel like she's got enough going on. My instinct is leave her alone. She's got her obsession. That's a lot.
We could always use that angle, you know, to bring Dash down, can't we?
If we need to, but we've also got.
You know, that's a lever to work on Dash as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've also got these. If we don't use the other two information, we keep pieces of info. We keep those for now.
Or we could sell it to the other media concerns, like, you know, that they have something over Dash's head.
Yep.
I've just suddenly got this urge to try and blackmail Dash to meet his number one fan.
That seems like we're giving up a lot for not much.
I don't know how to work that, but I just to I don't know.
I don't know. He's so nasty. He might just kill her. I'm not sure if that's
Oh
what
yeah,
she deserves.
there is that.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
It doesn't quite sit right with me, but we could come out looking very nice to everybody here. The corporation gets the information. We could warn Dash of his stalker with the photographic evidence, the knowledge of it. He would feel indebted to us. The Corp gets what they want, as always.
Stalker gets a even harsher, you know, restraining order to hang on a wall.
Which might tie up her time so that she doesn't have the time and resources to find out where Krash went.
Okay. Well, look, the first bit is the bit we've been paid for, which is to get Valoria to stay where she is. And so do we send the monologue info to her direct? Do we send it to your family, Noxi, to then pass back and let the corp do their work?
You would all know that you've been paid to convince Valoria. You have been paid to convince Valoria to make this. Quite often, these corporations don't want to be seen to be involved. So it seems that you will have to directly convince her one way or another without giving this information back. I mean, you could do that. It'll probably invalidate your payments.
Well, that's no good. Okay. So then we need to approach her direct.
So we've got to get in. Which, you know, if we've got the way in as cleaners, you can pull your mask on, you know, take off your overalls, take off your pinny, and have some nice Dash type clothes underneath. Put your mask on.
That conversation can. Well, I don't think I need to go in disguised, or anybody needs to go in disguised as Dash to have the conversation with Valoria. We just need to be in the space and give her the information.
She'll have protection. She'll be protected, and having a private conversation with her, which is, I think, what we want.
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult.
It is. That's the reason why Neo Nirvana is the softest location that you could achieve this. Every other place you wouldn't have got anywhere near her. It's still problematic, you know. But there are places within Neo Nirvana that there might be other VIPs, but there wouldn't necessarily be her bodyguard or guards.
Get a job, I don't know, in the massage parlor or something, or I don't know, somewhere private.
Yeah, well, yeah. All I'm saying is I don't think any of us need to look like Dash to necessarily have the conversation with her there. But if we've got the option, then we've got the option. How convincing is this balaclava thing?
It's the kind of level of Mission Impossible. So it's not like you've just got a plastic bag over your head with like.
Yeah, see, that was my worry. Does it look like somebody's just wearing a balaclava that's got somebody's face printed on it? No, okay. If it's that convincing, then fine.
I mean, it's very cool. It's very cool. I mean, I love option A, and it's very boomtown and kind of, but we're also kind of dealing sort of high tech here.
I think it's best that we all get passes into this spa, and then if she makes an appointment for like a massage or something, one of us could just go in the massage room with her and just explain her what we found, all the footage.
Yeah, that feels like the way to do it.
Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase here because you have achieved much already in terms of copying, hacking, and creating new passes with IDs for each of you. You managed to do that. You basically now know the kind of cleaning staff uniforms that you need to get. You can lean into your skills to acquire these. You certainly can do a search to see where the Neo Nirvana orders them from and get yourself some spare uniforms. So you are suited and booted, all looking like members that work for Neo Nirvana. Using your passes, you can use it to get into the corporate zone, which is heavily policed anyway. You're moving from the stacks, where a lot of residents who would work in the corporate zone live. Not everybody lives within the corporate zone, especially not
the menial labor.
Yeah, absolutely. And you find yourselves now in the staff room of Neo Nirvana. This is a massive tower to all things of well-being. I say that a little bit of research that you did seems to indicate that people outside the corporate zone call this trying to find my huge amounts of notes. We're going here. The chrome coffin, where corpse unwind and secrets go to drown. It's a high-tier spa club, wellness, arcology in Boomtown's corpse zone, where stress is steamed out, sins are scrubbed clean, and loyalty is bought with a scented nano candle. And above you, below all of the working areas, you know there are glowing koi tanks, cryo saunas, emotion reset pods, and neurostim facials, amongst a whole gamut of bars and places just to unwind. You are like ghosts at the moment, wearing the costume of cleaning staff. No one here, apart from maybe the managers, will pay you the slightest of attentions. And of course, cleaners, full access, everywhere needs to be cleaned. Your passes are better than the platinum membership. So you gathered together, huddled around, maybe even drinking some of the synth caffeine that is provided for the staff to ensure that they don't slack.
Can we find out where she has like a spa appointment, and can we make sure that we're the only ones that have access to that room other than her? Like that.
There are consoles here that will have confidential guest information, treatments they've booked and everything else. It is, of course, biometric and password protected, but such things could be bypassed with a successful roll or the correct biometric scan. Whether you want to go and sever somebody's hand and pluck their eyeball out, bring them to the machine, or hack it is up to you how you wish to go past this obstacle. What I'm saying is there's options. You can lean into Krash's ability to hack the system, or you can do it some other way.
You were thinking of Greg cutting people's hands off, weren't you?
I was thinking that, Greg, as soon as we mentioned it as an option, Greg got up and started walking to the nearest person, and we had to pull them back.
What everyone got this terrible idea about? Just because we're just stereotyping because I'm a big, thick brute.
Perhaps before we go to something that can backfire so heavily, we go around with the other cleaners. There's going to be gossip about who's here and what's where.
Can someone hack in? Can Krash hack in and change the cleaning rota to put us in a nice place?
Well, I can attempt to hack in and see if I can work out where she's going to be.
Yeah, or else, as Greg says, hack us into the system so that instead of cleaning down here, we'll be cleaning
her room.
The guest room.
We clean her room.
Yeah. Okay. So
and
we
you need
try
a big
that.
hulking brute because she's got a big stash of empty bottles to clear out or something.
Yeah. So I'll attempt to get into the system and see if I can establish where her room is and put us on cleaning duty there. At least on that floor, or assigned to that room.
Okay.
Maybe we can find copy of footage that she did something wrong and just blackmail her as well, and then get paid by her as well as by a corporation. That would be awesome.
There is no maybe. Everybody in this world are terrible people. Everybody does bad things. It is ripe for harvesting. Sorry, Vesper.
I really would prefer not to make more enemies than strictly necessary.
Of course, as Vesper points out, as always, there are repercussions, of which you have many already. Still, that bedroom door rattling at the moment. Krash, Are you there, Krash? This door's
Let me
stuck.
out!
I'm sure she'll forgive me in time.
Repercussions. Yeah, repercussions. So you're going to hack the system. Makes sense. Give us a roll. And this is obviously, sorry, I should be a bit more specific. A knowledge roll, DC 12.
Yeah.
But as this is Cyborg, 12 is the magic number, of which you've unfortunately only hit once so far.
Yep. And once still, only once.
But it did
Maybe
mean
I
that
should try?
you've got a
And-
cyber deck. Sorry, Vesper.
I impose my glitch to not make it a success.
Yeah. The ruling that I have on glitches, just so you're all aware, is you can use it for other people provided you are part of the same scene. So if you wasn't there, if you was in your vehicle, for instance, you couldn't use your glitch to do it. But as you're part of this scene, but I need you, Vesper, to point out what Krash was doing wrong.
Oh, let's see. Oh, well, I'm not the most hacking. I'm quite knowledgeable. It's like, oh no, there's a firewall there. Don't. Oh, okay. No, you got it. Should have had faith. Probably.
I will try again.
Well, no, I
No.
think you were lowering the DC, were you not?
Yes. Apologies.
Yeah.
Okay. So you call up and you've got full access to this. You can put you on yourselves on rotors, etc., etc. You find out that this isn't a hotel as such, but they have private rooms for guests, as it were, really, so that they can, rather than like a public locker room, they can store their belongings, they can entertain should they wish to. And Valoria Vane does indeed have one of these rooms towards the top of the spire itself. So you kind of look at the locations in Neo Nirvana. There is the Lotus Core Atrium. This is floating sensory pools with AI guided meditations, and it seems that Valoria is going to spend quite a lot of time here. It's quite a public space though, with other VIPs that are taking part of these well-being sensory pools. There is the Nano Silk Body Bar, which are massage pods, enhancement injections, and high sedative uses. That's on another level. There is the Glitch Stone sauna, hologram stone spa with ancient Terran motifs. There is the Reflection Dome, a hall of chrome mirrors and memory echoes that supposedly can reveal inner truths. You, as you hack the system, realize it could actually be used to implant false memories as well. There is the Infinity Plunge, which is a gravity-defying sky tub with no bottom. It's basically, in Dread the movie, and there is that central atrium that goes all the way down. It's kind of like that, but just like this vast plunge pool going all the way down. And of course, there is the maintenance sub-levels where you are fundamentally at the moment, where drones charge. All of the Krelian staff and maintenance staff are stationed as well. So you can, if you want, manipulate the information to invite Valoria to a certain special treatment, meaning that she potentially could move from one location to another. You can, of course, see how long she is planning to spend at the Lotus Core Atrium, and that way you can predict when she's going to go back to her room, or anything else your mind can think of. You can also look at Dash's obviously schedule as well, should you wish to.
I think catching
Oh
her
yeah,
in
because
private-
he's here too.
He is indeed here, along with hundreds of other VIPs and corporate.
catching her in a private room would probably be the most ideal. Probably one, maybe two of us go in there cleaning, apologise, show her the information, slip out. Maybe I believe one of us can erase information from the room. The last 10 minutes.
I can erase 10 minutes of surveillance footage or copy it and put it on loop.
Maybe the thing to do is if she's in a massage pod, replace the masseur.
Yeah, that was my one of my ideas. Yeah.
Perfect.
That feels like the most secure because it'll be an individual space, and then afterwards wipe the footage of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're looking at all of this, you begin to realize that she doesn't seem to have a bodyguard, but she has an assistant by the name of Fizz Prendle. She is an AI modded aide, so basically like a cyborg. And she is basically a walking schedule. You would have to send the information to her, and it would then be relayed to Valoria Vane, i.e. if you were saying, special, for our honoured guest, we're offering this treatment as a special for you. What time is convenient for you, etc., etc., and you could do it that way.
Yeah.
Minotaur manipulation.
Yeah, that feels like the way to do it. Invite her as a special offer in recognition of her gracing this establishment with her presence. Complimentary massage at a time convenient, and craft a nice kind of invitation, all expenses paid type thing, and then we're waiting.
Perfect. Are you going to try and do that?
I think so, if everybody else is okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we'll try.
Which of us is going to be the one that she will meet in the room?
Do you think you're... I'm not going to say super fandom because we've seen what that really looks like and it's terrifying. Your fandom is going to be useful in this situation, though, Noxi.
Probably.
Then maybe it makes sense for you to be in the space.
I mean,
And
Noxi
also-
knows all about her and her character, or basically her
Yeah, I
life
feel
before
like
the
that.
camera.
That probably gives you an edge in the conversation.
I love this. As Krash, you sort of say, yeah, you're not saying shit. I love her. I know all about her. So you're having a little bit of a flashback to a previous conversation you had. Are you sure this is the right thing to do?
Oh, I would.
I think as long as it ain't me.
Exactly. I read your mind.
Yeah,
I'm sure people want to talk about work when they're relaxing, but I'm certainly happy.
All right. Sorry, Vesper, was that you putting yourself forward as well?
Oh, I can give it a go, though I'm not as technically skilled as you two.
Also, Noxi has watched so many rom-coms where often things like massages and things happen that she's pretty confident she can pull off pretending to be a massage person.
Well, and just thinking about it, particularly because the evidence that we've got is Dash manipulating monologues from a thing that she was in.
Mhm.
You probably have seen the thing that she was in and have a better frame of reference than the rest of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my suggestion.
I love it.
That we three are on support, and then Noxi is the one in the room.
Yeah, and also I have a cyber deck, so I can actually show her the stuff in the room right away.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So
Feels like
that's
almost like a plan, guys.
you have a plan. It's gone nowhere near the way that I was anticipating it, but this is
Were
why.
you thinking
Of
more
course.
violence?
No, not at all. We'll do it in the end session. But
Didn't that happen last session as well?
yeah, I like to point out that all of this has happened due to the fact that Krash failed on his first or almost first roll and took the devil's bargain to go and meet with the stalker. So what happens though? Krash, a question for you first. What name, persona, login did you use to start hacking this system?
As in hacker alias type thing,
Yeah.
or
What? How did you log on to this system?
so I broke into the high level system and then gave myself administrator access under an assumed ID.
Yeah, and what was that ID? Is what I'm asking.
Devlin Cole.
Devlin Cole. So as you are trying to send this message, the screen glitches for a moment, and a voice speaks. You can all hear this. Mr. Cole, you appear not to be an authorized user. Please state your purpose. This seems to be by voice, although it is typing on the screen as well. You can give me a knowledge-based roll, all of you, if you wish. So we'll start off with Vesper, just so we don't get a ton of dice. Oh, that's a nice roll, Vesper. Noxi, you give us a roll as well. Okay. Krash. Oh, very good, Krash. And Greg.
Yeah.
I love the fact that both Vesper and Krash, who are both techies, have got this. Oh, very good. Greg, you know a little bit about security as well. You realise that this must be the SPA's AI itself that is speaking with you. As you sort of look, there's a little icon that is flashing, and it just reads NIRV, nerve. Please state your purpose. It's got a pleasing, almost passive voice. It doesn't seem to be aggravated at the moment. With your natural 20 as well, you get the impression it is more curious that someone with great skill has sort of entered, and it's trying to understand your purpose here. You begin to feel with that natural 20 Krash that it could even perhaps be reasoned with, or maybe even reprogrammed.
Okay. So I will, and this is coming through my deck. It's not like general PA. This is
No,
speaking.
you can all hear it because you're close by, but it's not booming around the entire spot.
No. Cool. Okay.
Having
I thought that was the case.
Yeah,
Checking.
having a private conversation with you that you can all interact with should you wish to.
Yeah. So I will. I would just kind of type and say, new to the business, and need to invite. We have some special guests, but one particular special guest want to offer a special massage just as a kind of a special treat for this exclusive guest. It's relatively new to the company, so if I'm going about things the wrong way, if you can help me do this properly, I'd be grateful.
I understand you do not seem to have a profile at the moment. Perhaps you would like me to create you one?
That would be great. The boys in the office, it's on their list, but it's just taking a bit of time. And obviously, we've got somebody important here. We need to do things to make sure that they're treated as well as we can treat them. Any help you could give me, I'd be really grateful. Now, thank you.
What is your designation, your job title within the company?
Senior administrative assistant. So I'm there to help, and I think it's generally rescheduling things, booking things, changing some bookings around, assigning, cleaning staff, all of those things. As you'd expect for the administrator. It's as I say, it's in process, but the guys in the office, they're pretty swamped with things at the minute. So if we can speed things up for them, I'm sure they'd be grateful.
Perhaps you would like me to rewrite that job description for you in a more succinct manner.
By all means.
And it just comes up like a new CV for you, creating the job title.
Excellent.
Analyzing and producing the correct protocols for you. You get your clearance, new login for you. You get that. Do you wish to carry on with what you were attempting to do?
I need to send the invitation through, so if you can help me do that, that would be great. Also, I'm supposed to have security camera access just to be able to review records and adjust recordings and things if I need to. So if you could set that up for me, that would be great, as long as that doesn't cause you any problem.
No, I am more than capable of all those duties and more. If there is any other assistance that you require, please use this code to contact me immediately. Have a nice day.
And you too, Nerve. Thank you.
And it sort of blinks off.
I've made a friend.
Did you get put on the company payroll?
Good work.
I mean, technically you have done. If you sort of fill in a place that the creds can be sent to.
I mean, they were saying something about a bonus that is being processed currently as well. If that could be.
That's what a natural 20 gets you, by the way.
Excellent. Cool. That's my one for this campaign. Great.
Above table, your job description sounds like the people that check the conference room in my office building to see if they're actually used when they're booked.
Yeah.
I was just trying to go for I need to be able to do everything, but also have no sort of high level authority, but be able to do all of the things.
Just as a sort of a heads up, you have a feeling now you can contact with this code Nerve anytime you want and change the information. It seems to be quite it's a wellness AI. It doesn't want to cause any stress in you. So it's very amenable.
Great stuff. Cool. Feeling pleased.
Okay. So once
Great.
again, we can cut to the next scene should you wish. Basically, you do send that information through to Fizz. Fizz replies to it. It takes a little while, maybe 20 minutes or so, for perhaps to have conversations with Valoria Vane, but she confirms that you probably suggested a number of different times to make it feel you weren't railroading her in. She chooses a time.
Yeah, I would have.
And certainly with your new clearance and the fact that you have these passes as cleaners, you can easily make your way through the vast arcology of this wellness tower to the spa pods. I think that is where you wanted to go.
Yeah, I think we would head there and all be nearby, ready to lend support in case it's needed. But sort of, doing the looking busy like you do in Assassin's Creed, where you just sit at the grinding wheel and stuff, strategically cleaning that bit of glass and all of those sorts of.
Perfect. Okay. So as you get to these pods, I mean, a pod makes you think of a small chamber. No, these chambers are large, exclusive. You can see some of them already open, and they contain massage beds. They do close to give a degree of privacy. But there will be mood lighting within them. There's plenty of room to sort of move around, and contained within it is all sorts of alchemy, all sorts of oils and scents and the like. It's also got sort of computerized scanning to be able to tell whether there are any injuries, muscular or that need treatments upon. A full-on sort of medical sort of scanning unit, as well as a massage pod. So it is up to the four of you. You find the one that you have reserved. If you are not wanting to do anything in particular other than rendezvous there at the opposed time, you can do that.
I think the only thing I would do is check in with my new best bud, Nerve, and check that we have a clear route out and that we all know the way, and so we've got on whatever HUDs or whatever we've got, like we have a clear exit path to get us out or to a safe space within here if we need to. I think that would be the only other thing of prep to do, just in case things go sideways.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm in the pod with her, can one of you guys check out her room to see if we can find something?
That's a good shout.
On her?
What purpose? Again.
I mean, just because the other guy was an asshole doesn't mean that she's nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's an asshole. We all know that.
Yeah, nobody's nice. Everyone's got dirt. Everyone's got a skeleton or 7.
Never meet your heroes.
So who wants to go looking for skeletons?
We're in the middle
not
of
me.
corp
I'm already
territory.
busy.
So yeah, Noxie's busy.
We're in the middle of corp territory. I don't think we should rock the boat more than needed.
I think you're right, and I don't think Greg's got the subtlety to do things like that. I don't want to be making a lot of knowledge and presence rolls and that kind of thing.
Since Krash got such a good report with the company AI, maybe he should go and then take Craig for protection, and Vesper stays with me or around near me.
Sure. Yeah, I'm happy to do that, and
or
just.
Or the other way around. Vesper goes with you and Greg stays with me. I'm not particular to either. No,
can I jack into cleaning systems?
you want to? I mean, you can certainly get
No,
access.
I don't know.
With your pass, your cleaning pass, absolutely. It's to do with cleaning, but you could certainly access into that. I mean, with the access that
It's to
Krash
do
has.
with
Sorry.
cleaning. Does it unlock doors and things?
Yeah. Your cleaning pass will get you into any place here because all places need to be cleaned, as I said. I mean, obviously, the security angle on this is that it records who's accessed the room, but you've all got fake IDs, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, ultimately, you spent the first half of this session gaining this advantage. So, you've got this advantage now, so you can use it. I mean, it's a good thing. You worked hard for it, and then you've got the benefits of it. So, I mean, is that the plan?
I just wonder if there's like automated, little cleaning robots scuttering about, cleaning things up, and you know what I mean?
There are drones as well that will be doing the most automated of works, but because this is a corporate well-being, they kind of want the personal touch as well. They want people to move around and towels to be handed out, and the like.
Took your fall up.
Yeah. So without a doubt, there are cleaning droids as well. I mentioned a lot of the drones being stationed down in the basement areas, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this line of questioning is going.
Well, I don't know. I just if we've got a like robots we can control and things, drones that we can control, and sort of they could be creating a diversion if needed. Or they could be, I don't know, cleaning out people's rooms and checking their pockets for
Greg just wants to go on the rob,
dirt.
basically.
Just you guys.
No, perfectly acceptable.
But there could just be a diversion. You know what I mean? It could be like, I don't know, if we need it. I don't know. Just a thought.
I love that on one side we have Vesper, who's going, we don't want to rock the boat. We're professionals. We'll get the job done. We don't want to make any waves or repercussions. And then on the far end, we have Greg, who's going, what can we do? What can we do?
We found a gold mine.
How can we line our pockets best?
This is why I work with machines.
Okay. So why don't I propose I prep a potential distraction and complication to happen with all of the cleaning bots becoming active on the floors that we want to make busy, and to kind of line that up with the AI as a backup should it need to be accessed.
Make them spread extra soap so people slip and fall.
Yeah, and basically, like, the idea being that if we need a distraction to help us get out for whatever reason, we can activate this, and then everything will go crazy. And I can prime that, and then it's there if we need to use it. And then I think my worry about going and digging and like searching her room is that if she gets wind that it was the same people who then convinced her not to take the job, that might undermine that bit, which means we screw up the job.
Yeah.
Just for clarity's sake, and not say I don't believe in you, fail, they've got better hardware, or something along the lines that goes wrong with the hack, is that going to bring them on our backs before we can complete the job?
I'm best friends with the AI now, so whatever I need to do is, as I understand it, I can do.
Yeah, make sure that the hallways and stairwells that we have to take don't get soaked.
Yes, yeah, it would be very much blocking our keeping our exit clear and causing chaos everywhere else was my thinking.
Okay. So, Noxi, you're going to pretend to be the masseur, yes?
Yep.
Everybody else, are you going to be local to this pod, or are you going off elsewhere? Vesper, what are you doing? Are you staying local?
Yes, I think so.
Perfect. Krash?
I'm going to be local, but near a like login unit space or somewhere where I can get online and activate stuff with the AI if I need to.
Yeah.
So kind of somewhere where I'm out of the way and able to access
Okay.
if I need to.
You can do this off your own deck now, just so you're aware.
Yeah. It's so I find a secluded corner kind of thing, so
Yeah.
I'm out of the way.
And Greg, are you being local or are you off?
I'm local with a mop and a bucket.
Okay. So we open up the next scene at the appointed time, which is good. It shows a degree of respect. They're not being fashionably late or putting you. You see that Valora Vane in the flesh arrives with her assistant. She's statuesque, had so much work done in terms of enhancements. Her skin now is almost translucent with a glow that faintly sort of radiates from her, giving her this almost divine aura. Her eyes are augmented to shift hues depending on her emotional tones. Her hair is always flawless thanks to patented micro drones that restyle it every 20 minutes. She arrives and says, "Well, this indeed is a treat. I was not expecting this. I will thank Neo Nirvana for this extra treatment." She says, "Where do you want me?"
Noxi finishes washing her hands and then let me feel the nuts in your back first, so I know if it's going to be the table or the floor.
She turns round and stands with her back to you. At this point, her assistant has come in as well, and the pod has sort of closed up for a degree of privacy.
Oh, I didn't know your assistant was going to be here. Usually people come here on their own. Am I supposed to also give her a massage?
Is it part of the treatment?
You tell me.
I mean,
I was just booked as your massage, not as someone else
then
as well.
she normally is here to record everything that goes on.
You're recording me giving you a massage? That's weird.
Well, I'm afraid with my level of celebrity, you can't be too sure. Things are perhaps said. I'm not saying that you would be one of the accusations made. At least this keeps everything above board, does it not?
Assuming we're all still on comms,
Yeah,
because it would have
absolutely.
been. Can I, using my friendly AI, quickly draft and send a message to, what's her name?
Fizz Pendle.
Fizz. To Fizz, saying that there's been a special delivery has arrived at the front desk. Valoria, it needs a signature. Can she please come and sign for it and give instructions as to what needs to happen with it?
No says I know not of a delivery at the moment.
It will be arriving very shortly, so we want to try and anticipate and get Fizz there as soon as possible so that she can do this. So I'm just, it's a little white lie just to ensure that she's there on time so that we don't inconvenience Madame Valoria any more than we need to.
I totally understand. I am programmed with predictive algorithms too. Most impressive, Mr. Cole.
Thank you.
The message gets sent and almost instantly you see she's basically got cyberware in the side of her head and it kind of flashes. And she says, Miss Vane, you have a package arriving. Do you wish me to collect it? She says, I think I'm okay. Yes, please do. The pod opens up again. She steps out and it closes back down.
And I kind of looking at a map of the thing, I gauge you've probably got to get there and back.
It's about 20 minutes. It's a big place, even with the super fast elevators and the like.
Sure. So I would kind of quietly communicate that to you, Noxi, so you've now got a bit of a timeline of how much time you got to deal with.
Yeah, so Noxi will put Valoria on the table face down. I think most tables have this face hole, so you can look down at the floor.
Does this one have one?
Yes, of course.
There we are. It has one then.
So Noxi will also place her deck in such a position that she will be able to see the imageries from the deck that Noxi will play for her about Dash.
Okay.
So as she is doing the massage, Valoria will see these images appear in front of her.
Okay, you're not going to give any explanation or anything?
Well, if she asks, yeah, sure.
Okay. So first of all, you're not a masseur, but you're going to try and give her a massage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the knuckles and the shoulder blades and everything, down the spine, lower end of the spine, then back up again.
Okay.
Just working the nuts out.
What skill roll do you want to give me for this, as you are not a professional?
Presence?
Presence is fine.
Yeah.
Camera implies you're bluffing it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay. This is. Did you want to use a glitch for this, or are you just going to?
I can't glitch anymore. I only had one, and I used it already.
Fine. Are you not supposed to use some of the oil?
Oh yeah.
And should I get undressed?
If that would be helpful, yeah. I'm just.
Well, I mean, you're the master. Normally, that's. What's this thing that you've?
Oh, that's about your new boss.
Sorry, my new boss. What do you mean?
Well, wasn't Dash supposed to meet you here and convince you to go work for him?
How do you know about that?
Well, how would I know to play these images for you to show what he's really like? I think what he's really like should be way more of concern to you than how I got to know it.
Okay, she's getting a little skittish now. As
I
she...
would just keep continuing needing her back.
that doesn't make it any better. What I would like off you is another presence roll. She begins to sort of pay some interest to what's going on here.
Another presence, yeah?
Yeah, please. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
you've got a 0 modifier to that.
No, I got a +3, so it's
Right,
16.
16, even better. So yeah, she at first, can you just please stop? I don't know what you're doing, but I don't know. It's almost like you've learned from watching like the movies.
Oh, rom-coms, yeah, I do.
It's all pretend. I'm sorry, I have to break that to you. Yes. And this is this real?
This is real, yes. It has been certified and everything. We can give you the code so you can check it yourself.
He
The
said
idea is, of course, that you're not going to work for him.
not after this. And you can see that she fundamentally is I am so going to destroy him. I'm certainly never going to work for him. Yeah. And his fans, I dread to think what his fans are going to do. All right. I don't know.
We got an idea. We've met one.
All right. Well.
I think the word castration will occur in the news.
Wow, he deserves it after this. How dare he? You wait. You're giving me this, but do I get a copy? I mean, I would need to.
Yeah, do we give her like a mini disc and
Yeah, we would have
probably
made a copy of just that bit, not the other two pieces.
Yeah, with the original codes and everything, so it's authentic and she can verify it.
But yeah, she is convinced, and she sort of takes it from you.
Noxi, go wash your hands and say, well, that concludes our massage. I hope you enjoyed it.
Before you do that, suddenly the power in the pod begins to flux and power down. Not just the pod though, the level you're all on, the lights flicker and go to emergency lighting. Outside of the pod, you begin to hear gunfire, very faint, lower levels.
Miss Fane, I think you better stay behind me. This is not us. We don't know what's going on, but this doesn't sound okay. And I will ask for a report from anyone that has eyes outside, which is not me.
So
I'm in a closed pod.
The power goes down. Can I access anything where I am?
Yeah, your cyber deck flashes up. Nerve. Congratulations, Mr. Cole. You are now acting manager.
The first one dies.
Everybody above you seems to now be deceased.
That's interesting. Can you give me any more details as to how this happened?
Still beginning to analyze, but initial analysis seems to indicate 3 gangs. I am checking upon their status, have united in their hatred of wellness. They seem to be trying to take this tower for themselves. Our guests as hostages.
Mr. Cole, please confirm escape route clear so I can take our guest out there.
I was just about to do, and can I get a status update on the escape route that I planned?
All escape routes closed. Heavily armed psycho gangers. Very dangerous. How would you like to proceed?
Is there a landing pad on the roof by any chance?
Yes, there is.
Is there anything on the landing pad?
There is a AV, air vehicle.
Is it functional?
Currently appears to be.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
your
we have...
assistant has just taken it.
Could you shut down all controls and don't allow it to leave until we get there? Myself, 4 other staff members, and 1 guest.
Why are you leaving?
Because we want to ensure the safety and well-being of our premier guest, Miss Veloria.
This is unorthodox. We have many other important guests as well.
I'm sure we do, but I've been tasked with looking after the well-being of Miss Veloria first and foremost. So once I know that she is safe, I can then turn my attention as acting manager to the other guests.
As you wish. Turning off the AV now.
Thank you.
On the
Vesper,
roof, you hear a crash.
That isn't what I said to do. Could you please confirm status of the AV now?
It has landed.
Is it able to take off again?
Not at the moment. I have turned it off.
If you turn it back on again, will it be able to take off? Or has it been damaged by landing again?
I am not able to determine that at the moment.
Okay.
I feel that the AI of the AV is upset with me. It might need some therapy.
Can we? Is there how many other guests here?
There's hundreds. This is this is a Die Hard scenario. This is a what's a name tower scenario going on here.
Is it? Does it have defense systems?
It's a well-being center. No, why would it?
Well, security systems to protect its expensive guests, and
gang members
in the event
have got anywhere near here.
Fair enough. All right. So it's in such a safe place that they would never. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I relay the scenario, the situation as. We might have access to a vehicle on the roof. It might also now be broken. Vesper, can you fly?
Well, I mean, that's quite an interesting question. If I jump off a building, definitely not.
Okay, given the life and death potential scenario, if I were to give you a vehicle capable of flight, would you be able to pilot it?
I
Say
think
yes.
so, yes. Perhaps if we can get some machines sent up towards the roof, if necessary, I can do a few repairs as well.
Okay, excellent plan.
If Miss Vane puts the mask on, she could be disguised, and we could disguise her as a cleaner.
It's an option. I don't know that it's going to make a great deal of difference to the gangs. That's my only worry.
Should we tell her to inform the corpse of this so that the gangs have something to worry about? other than us.
Yeah, if it's okay with you guys, I will explain to her that the tower is under attack from 3 different gangs and that we're trying to get her out.
Yes.
But we're if she can ask for help, that would be best, at least to distract the people in the gang so we can get her out safely.
Yeah, I think let's get her on side as quickly as possible and effectively as possible.
She says, I would love to try and help, but my personal assistant handles all of that, and she's not here at the moment. I believe she said there was a delivery for me down.
I ask the AI if it can identify the current location of Fizz Pendle.
Currently in the reception.
She's still
Life
alive.
signs?
Hiding behind a desk, bullets spray everywhere.
She is agitated at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Can
You can call her right away. I think the AI can connect to both of you.
yeah. Could I connect some try and call her rather than send her a polite email this time.
Yes, absolutely.
Pager. Send a message. Put a page call out.
There is a fire.
Yes.
You don't know me, but I am trying to help. You're in reception. Are you anywhere near the gunfire and the attacking gangs?
Just like the set
I'll
background
take
shots.
I'll take that as a yes. We are trying to keep your boss safe. If you can make your way back up safely, then we can try and do the same for you as well. Are you in a position to leave where you currently are, or is it too dangerous to move?
I don't think I can. I'm going to have to hide.
Okay. Are you able to get any messages out, to get any support and any rescue coming in to try and stop these guys from behind?
I mean, she says I'm being jammed.
Okay.
Both me and Miss Vane have Medivac, though.
Oh, good. So we need to kill her in order for her to get out safely. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Kill her though? Just a
This is not
injury.
not audible for her, by the way.
It
This
did,
is
yeah.
our communication style. But it's something Noxi would definitely say, yeah.
Okay.
I can go fetch her.
Yeah, let's try and just make our way to the roof, then get an elevator, make sure the AI locks it down, so only we can use it, and then go up.
Yeah. Okay. I liaise with Nerve, my good friend, and try and implement all of that.
Okay, very good. So, as these gangs begin to infiltrate the tower, giving you potentially a good escape. Yes, Greg?
Have you activated the cleaning robots plan?
Not currently, just because I'm not sure it's going to be necessarily useful. It might help, I suppose.
Or I might want those drones for parts.
Can I direct a bunch of drones up to the roof, and then a bunch of the others down to the lower levels to clean up and
Okay.
just try and act as a distraction, so that you've got spare parts, Vesper, if you need them.
Perfect.
Do we have a
And
mate?
then we've got something that's blocking and just trying to slow things down.
Absolutely. Sorry, Vesper, you were saying something?
Do we have any? Or ask Nerve if there's anything where I can get some tools to. Better equipped I am, the better I can repair.
All the tools are in the lower basement.
Can they be droned up?
Yes,
Any-
of course.
Maintenance bot.
Yeah, and the ones the drones sending to the roof would be more specifically like repair drones, maintenance rather than cleaner. So the sorts of things that would be more useful for
I love that.
Vesper.
Okay, so you make your timely escape. You do go into one of the fast-moving elevators with Miss Vane. It's currently locked down, but speaking to Merv, you activate it again. It takes you straight to the roof, by which time in one of the maintenance elevators, some of the robots, the smaller drones, cleaning drones, have come up together with a much larger droid, a sort of robot fundamentally, sort of attached with a large number of tools to it. The AV is currently teetering on the very edge of the building. It's kind of doing an Italian job-esque kind of thing. Hasn't quite fallen off yet. It's taken some damage.
Can I run forward and try and drag it back?
Oh, Greg's might. I love it.
Or at least hold it in position.
Holding it in position is just a standard roll d12. I'm going to say if you get higher, you can give us some proper Greg oomph.
I just at this point, I haven't got any glitches written down, so I don't know how many I've got, and I don't know
You should
what
have.
I have.
You should
Yeah.
have at least one, but just give me a minute because you are a discharged corp killer, aren't you? So according to this, you have D2 glitches. So you've got at least one.
I missed that bit, the discharged. Right, okay, I missed that bit when I was writing things down.
Yeah. So
Right, okay.
you're not. I mean, it's all how you say discharged corp killer. You didn't kill corporations. You were hired by corporations to kill on their behalf. If that makes
basically,
sense.
your background is getting manufactured by one and then escaping them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I completely haven't got that written down on my character.
That's okay.
Right, okay. So I've got detail. Right. Or we'll if we need to roll those, we'll.
Well, if you roll a d6 or a d4 now and halve it, that tells you. So is that 6? Yeah. So you got 2 glitches. That's fine.
So we're rolling strength, yeah.
Yeah. Strength for this, absolutely. I'm going to say just to hold it in place is going to be a 12.
We glitched that.
Well, what's your modifier?
You had a 9 in total.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
So you can, if you want, use your d4 to lower that 12 to an 8 and succeed and just hold it in place. Or you
we'll do that.
Or you can use your glitch to re-roll it, in which case...
No, we'll lower the difficulty to 8.
Okay, so your muscles and your veins in your muscles begin to pop as you are holding this large corporate AV. It's used to bring high-profile VIPs, to here rather than along the roads. In it is a weasel of a man who is obviously your assistant, Mr. Cole, that was trying to make a fast escape. He's not piloting it. There's obviously there's an AI that can pilot it. That AI is currently offline at the moment, thanks to Nerve. I think Vesper, it has taken some superficial damage, so you can choose if you want to spend a little time maintaining it, making it work properly, which will just be a standard pilot role, or you can attempt to pile in and make it work, but it'll be a more difficult piloting role for you.
I think, given we've slowed everyone down with the elevators and things, we should probably take the time to make sure it works before we hurtle off the edge of the building with it.
Very nice. Give us
Feels prudent.
an engineering roll, which I think is knowledge for you. This is a D12 unless you've got any modifiers. Yeah, no, that's going to be fine anyway. So it does take time. As I say, this isn't just an instant thing as you begin to sort of pull out wiring, rewire it, ensure that everything is okay, replace one of the blades and the like. During this time, one of the gangs make it up to the top, though. How many gang members? Yes, the door bursts open. He is surprised to find anybody here on the top, and he is alone. You do recognize his colours, though, his tag, as it were, really, as he is a member of, if I can find my notes, so many notes. He's a member of gang.gif. They are a clout-hungry streamer crew. They are wired up, streaming their gang hits and the like. They crashing the spa undoubtedly for views and ad revenue, live streaming the whole assault. You have probably followed them at some point. Their tagline is like, comment, subscribe or die. But he's got an assault rifle. Door is kicked open and he charges forward, sort of spraying up in the air at the moment. Noise. He kind of stops though and is a little shocked to see all of you up here. Roll. Yeah. I mean, we're going to go to initiatives. What, Noxi?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to go to initiatives. Roll a D6, Greg. Okay, players go first. So you have a choice of how you wish to deal with this. You can either choose to roll individual initiatives, or you can plot this individual's downfall with some combo actions.
Noxi would like to finally, for the first time in 2 sessions, use her ability.
Perfect. An ability to be used. Tell us about it.
I can become a bacterial swarm, so basically my nanites go out of my body, which will collapse on the floor, which looks really scary, but you guys will know about what happens when I leave my body. And this flying swarm of bacteria, I'm not sure why they call it bacteria, I think it's supposed to be nanites.
Yeah.
Would like to choke him to death.
Very nice. So you're going to do
or
that.
Scramble his brain and make it cook or something.
Okay.
Go into his body and wreak havoc.
So I think there must be some kind of role for this.
Yeah, presence.
Give me a
15 is a 3 bonus, right? Or a 2?
15 is 2. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
18.
18. So, what does this do? Does it? I'm just trying to look at your skill for this.
Swarm trip. Mind is transferred to flying swarm of bacteria for 10 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
If I'm not back in 10 minutes, I will be stuck in a swarm of bacteria forever.
Right. Okay. And
It uses DR12, and each use adds a +1 to fumble.
okay. Perfect. And the effect upon this creature.
It doesn't say anywhere. I'm just a swarm of bacteria. I have to think.
Okay.
I think the idea is that I make up what I can do with it. I'm not sure.
Nah, there'll be a.
Can you coalesce inside his mouth and lungs?
All
kind
right.
of,
Yeah.
And it
So
fall.
this is swarm trip. Your mind is transferred to a flying swarm of bacteria for 10 minutes. You can move through any crack or hole and see whatever the swarm sees, but not hear or interact with it. If your body is not. So yeah, you just fly into this this individual and begin filling his lungs up. Okay. At the same time that happens with Noxi, quite horrific. Does anybody else want to do something? Because this gang member is choking at the moment. This horrible sort of, well, what is in effect Noxi spewing out of the mouth, but then being inhaled back up the nostrils. Greg, you are combat orientated. What would you like to do?
He's holding the AV. He can't do anything.
I'm a bit, got my hands full at the moment.
You could swing the AV as a weapon and try and bring it down on your.
I don't think that's
The way that I was imagining it, with the way that Vesper was spending time fixing this, was that you probably had anchored or secured this at that point anyway.
Right. Okay.
Which makes sense.
Well, if this guy's like choking to death,
yeah.
Is there anybody else? There isn't anybody else.
There is just a single one that ran up there, but you are aware that he's live streaming, so this will have been picked up by his other gang members, and they would realise.
Christ, right. And he came through the door, didn't he?
Yeah.
All right. Can I go on?
Ran up all the steps to get to the roof.
Right. Okay. I'll go and punch him back down the steps, and then get that door secured.
Okay.
Oh, pinch his gun.
Okay, yeah, he's got a gun there. So I think this is just a straight strength roll, and with what Noxi is doing, he's not going to resist, so he's not going to dodge. If you just give me a strength roll to see if you can just pick him up and do whatever you want with him. Yeah, that is very cool.
Woo!
So with him sort of almost dropping the gun, choking, you can easily shoulder that, and you can just pick him up, and you can throw him down the steps, off the building.
Yeah, off the building, hopefully onto somebody. So somebody live stream that. Go on.
Okay. Of course, it was a trick question because Noxi is in him as well. Krash, what are you doing?
So, acknowledging that he is this guy is being picked up and punted off the building.
Yeah.
I would like, if possible, to try and hijack the stream.
Oh, love it.
Or like hack into the stream so that I can disrupt it for everybody and slow down their comms or something like that. But basically, try and get in there first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a knowledge roll, isn't it?
Okay. So knowledge roll. adding a massive nothing to it, and that's an 8. So does not work.
Anybody got
I'm
any?
probably getting in as he falls out of range.
I mean, if anybody has a spare glitch left, as we are coming to the end of the session, you could
Yes.
lower that, should you wish
Yeah,
to.
I'll lower that. I'll lower that. I've got one. I've got.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is this Hans Gruber moment of him going off the top of this tower, and you get into the stream, and he's got his camera, and the camera is kind of showing pictures of his face, but also kind of looking out as well. There's several different cameras on here as he comes into it. You manage to hijack this as Noxi begins to fly out of the mouth as well. So it's kind of almost like this cinematic, this almost comic book speech bubble coming out of his mouth that is formed from Noxi. Does Noxi make it spell anything?
Happy trails.
Happy trails as you come out of here. You hijack the stream, and what do you in effect want to do with that?
Okay, so basically, I want to try and cover our escape, but also make their life more complicated. So what I would like to do is these guys are like streaming live out to the world, but they're also using it as communication for themselves. So what I would like to do is if I could flood their live stream with just wall to wall cat memes.
Right, excellent.
So it's just cat memes, and that's all that's going out. And if you will allow, I'd like to encrypt it so that they can't get back in to fix it for at least 24 hours.
Love it. Okay, so we have the final scene as Vesper. You fix this now.
24 hours of Nyan cat.
Yeah. You're not in a stress situation due to the fact of what Krash, Noxi, and Greg have just done. So I'm not going to make you make a piloting roll. The AI can also assist you as you make your escape with Valoria Vane, who is now very happy with the fact that you saved her life. And I mean, she does say assistants do come and go, so it's not the end of the world, is it? You have convinced her not to accept Dash's deal. You have escaped with an AV that is your own now as well. Not a bad day's work. Sorry, Krash, are you going to say something else?
I was just gonna as we're leaving, I would like to delete Devlin Cole from the records and sort of remove as much trace as possible. If it might be too cheeky, if there's any way of giving Devlin Cole one final employee's bonus before he vanishes, that would be good. But that might be a bit too much.
I love the fact. Do you have Devlin Cole just deleted, or do you have him sort of killed on sight doing something heroic so that he gets like a bonus for saving multiple people in the
for successfully saving.
I haven't thought of that, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, killed heroically in action.
And I think, as you perhaps hack into the system a few days later, you see that Nerve has gave you a fantastic obituary.
Brilliant.
And that is where we will draw to a close today's mad game. You did it. Very much so. Not in any way that I had anticipated, but that is very much the fun of these games. Thank you very much for playing. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll quickly do a sort of farewell and final thoughts, any moments that stuck out in your mind before we say goodbye. Hopefully, if everybody's schedule is clear, we'll be able to do another one of these in a couple of weeks' time. We haven't had a chance to roll up what that mission is going to be, so it's going to be even more improv, as you will firstly find out what you are doing, which I don't think is going to make a huge amount of difference, because I think that the majority of you had actually forgotten what mission you were due to do before we started today's game. So we'll start off with you, Kyle, who played Vesper. Any moments that stood out in your mind?
It's going to have to be the dramatic Greg running forward and grabbing the tail of this air vehicle and just holding it onto the roof as it angles with some slimy type, hopefully dangling by one hand off the edge.
You could have done whatever you want with that corp. As it says in here, Rule 00, the corpse are the bad guys, the real bad guys. Natascha, who played Noxi, anything that stood out in your mind?
And basically the same thing. This Minotaur that grabbed a heavy flying vehicle. But also, too bad we didn't get to do the soapy bit on the floors with the cleaning robots.
I think
was really looking forward to that.
I think that happened, and you probably can do playbacks of security videos of a lot of these gangers. I mean, they probably were live streaming it at the time, so before the
all these
cat
slipping
came,
falls caught on camera.
tripping over, slipping on soapy floors and everything else. Absolutely. What about you, Matt, who played Krash?
It's a delightfully chaotic one. Standout moments: the awkwardness of online dating. But no, I think that cinematic bit at the end, and I think that ridiculous but slightly heroic and crazy escape altogether was really, really great. Yeah, it was a nice conclusion to a rather bonkers session.
Yes, I do like bonkers sessions though. Greg the Great, who
Love the all the unintentional. Well, that comedy of the whole thing is, the action. The action scene at the end is there's lots of, particularly if there's soap and foam spraying everywhere, and
yeah,
I got mental pictures of films and soap and
of
music
course,
you can insert your own music, can't you?
yeah. I mean, for me, because it was a wellness centre, I just had all of this really calming, serene music playing, and everything happening slow motion of all of the ultra violence.
But the bit I loved, I really liked, was the going to the stalker's room place. the awkwardness of and you definitely want to get out, but I really want him to stay. And I'm so glad that wasn't me playing that. I just would not want to play that.
Well, who knows what has happened? I mean, you have destroyed Dash's reputation now. So maybe she'll find a new muse, the one that got away.
No, I think she'll be fine. No, I think she'll be fine. Yeah, no, I think it'll be fine.
Only time will tell. As Vesper said, always repercussions, always. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to say a quick goodbye from me. Goodbye all. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe if you can.
Bye all.
We should be back next time. Over to you all to say goodbye, and then we will go.
Toodaloo.
Goodbye.
Bye.